beavercountyradio.com.
It's time to wake up and get driving in the fast lane here on Beaver County Radio. It's the morning show that talks about what's happening in the news, locally, regionally, and nationally. There's also music to get you started for the day, and Curtis Walsh will have the news. It's all brought to you by Patriot Home Care. And now, here is the host of the show, Frank Sparks.
8:12 in Beaver County, and thanks for tuning in this morning. It is Wednesday morning. Don't forget, tonight is the New Brighton Halloween Parade, so come on out and enjoy all the fun. We'll also be streaming it live on Facebook and on our YouTube channel. We will not have it on the air, and that is because it will be the Pat Narduzzi Show, followed by the Coach's Corner here on Beaver County Radio tonight. Now, joining me in studio is Katie Schneider and Jill Miller from St. Barnabas in Beaver Meadows. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having us. We're happy to be here.
So before we get into why you're here, tell us a little bit about St. Barnabas Beaver Meadows.
Jill, you want to take that?
Good morning. We are up here on Tuscarawas Road, and we are part of St. Barnabas Health System. We take care of seniors. We have the capacity for 63 people, and we take care of them from supervision through end of life, both short-term and long-term stays.
What's your specific job at St. Barnabas?
I get to do admissions, which means I get to greet the people when they come in for tours and welcome them, show them around, explain what we can do for their loved ones, and help them adjust their loved ones to our facility.
And Katie, I always call you the wrong title, the administrator?
I am the administrator.
Hey, so I got it right for once.
You did. Good job.
So, tell us a little bit about what you do for St. Barnabas.
So I oversee the day-to-day operations of the facility. So that's overseeing nursing and dietary, recreation, housekeeping. I also teach medication administration courses and CPR.
You do it all?
I do.
Coming up on October 29th, you guys have a Fall Fest and Open House. What's going to be going on that day?
We're just wanting to invite the community into Beaver Meadows to see how beautiful it is, see what we do for our residents. We're going to have some entertainment that day. We just want to invite people to come in and see what a great job our staff does and how we take care of people here at Beaver Meadows.
Very popular person is going to be your entertainment that day, correct?
Gene Testa is going to be our entertainer that day at 4 o'clock. So the open house is from 3 to 6. So we're inviting people to come in and take a tour, get to learn a little bit about Beaver Meadows, and then enjoy Gene as an entertainer with our residents.
So what does somebody that is interested in Beaver Meadows that wants to come in and take a tour, what's the process you take them through?
It's just a matter of calling our building. My name's Jill, of course, and all they have to do is ask for me, and I'd love to show them around. We take people that walk in off the streets to come in and tour. We take appointments. If I'm not available, Katie always is. We have several other people that can show people around if both of us aren't available. So we always would love people to come in and see, because once they come in and see the building, they just think it's a beautiful facility, and we would love to take care of their loved ones.
I don't know if you guys know Tank Latham or not. He just texted me and said, just tell them I want to live there now.
Come on in, Tank.
Yeah, right.
We'll take them tomorrow.
All right. So a typical day for somebody that lives at Beaver Meadows, Katie.
So they have the choice to come down for breakfast, when they'd like, anywhere from like 6:30 to like 9 o'clock. And then we have activities throughout the day. So we serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner, have different activities. A lot of residents also choose to stay in their own rooms. Some residents go out with their families or go to doctor's appointments. So it's not what people think when they think, oh my goodness, I'm going to go into this place and I'm never going to be able to leave again. We've had residents that go on vacation with their families still. They go out for weddings. They're go out and stay extended times around the holidays for, a week or two at a time. So, they're able to come and go as they please. We still have residents that are still driving, so as long as we know where residents are going, we're good.
Tell us a little bit, what's that mean when you say living assistance?
So there is independent living. So that is where, people can be on their own in their own home. And then you think of like nursing home and skilled, care. So that's the other end of the spectrum. And we're in between. So as Jill mentioned, we have residents that are still driving, and then we also take care of residents through end of life and everything in between. So we have a huge mix of levels at our facility.
DJ Fry's weighing in now. He says he wants to live at St. Barnabas Beaver Meadows right now too. Can you imagine him and Tank?
We could be roommates.
You got roommates. Heck, you'd have to keep them two locked up all day long.
Wreaking
They'd
havoc.
I was going to say, they'd be bothering everybody. They'd just be causing all kinds of issues,
Right.
I'm telling you. So basically, when it comes to senior living, what's the advantage of going to somewhere like Beaver Meadows? Because as you get older, sometimes you can't stay at home the whole time due to different areas of maybe your health. So what's an advantage of St. Barnabas Beaver Meadows?
There's many, but the biggest thing is a lot of people are home alone, especially with winter coming. They don't leave their home. Socialization is huge. They make many new friends. The other thing is some people don't eat right because they can't get to the store to buy their food, or they just don't feel like cooking. So, meals, medication management, where we give them their medications to make sure they're taking them timely. Some people just need a little help with like a shower. So because they are afraid they're going to slip, trip, or fall at home, our staff is there to help them. So there's many things, but the biggest thing is safety and security, and knowing that there's somebody there in a heartbeat when they need help.
Well, and obviously the people of Beaver County believe that too. Award-winning couple times. The official Times Choice. Times does their Choice Awards every year. You guys won some awards there, and recently also award through the chamber.
Mm-hmm. We did. We got retirement community, the 55-plus retirement community from the Times, and then in November we got nonprofit of the year for the Beaver County Chamber of Commerce.
I think someone needs to go over there and tickle Jill or something, because she looks like she's ready to throw up or something.
She's so serious.
I know. Nothing serious, trust me, especially when you're in a room with me. All right, so one of the big things that people, as a senior, you care about mom and dad. One of the biggest things everybody's been fighting nowadays, and there's new drugs out for it as well, is Alzheimer's. Do you guys specialize in that at all?
We do. We do have a memory care program. Megan Elsman, she's a music therapist, so she is in charge of our memory care program, and it's a very individualized program. So there's, some residents that she provides more of their ADL care. They're getting dressed, they're showering, things like that. There's other residents that she does more music programming with, and everything in between. So all of our residents are have the potential to develop Alzheimer's, develop dementia so all of our staff is also trained in dementia and how to handle people with dementia, because the old school way was, you want to reorient them. You want to tell them that it's not 1942. You want to tell them all those things. And that's not always the correct approach. You want to kind of jump into what their reality is. Because if someone says, it's 1942, I'm not going to convince them that it's not.
Right.
So, it's just kind of jump into their reality, which is a tough thing for people to do because you feel like you're lying. You feel like you're telling these lies. But by arguing, you're upsetting the person, you're upsetting yourself. No one's winning that. No one's going to win that argument. And that's something that all of our staff has been trained is just kind of, go with the flow, go with what they're saying.
So
validate them. That's what they want is validation.
Now, somebody that's listening right now, what would you tell them possibly, if they're dealing with that and they still have that person at home? Is diversion a big part of it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Does it always work? No.
Okay.
But we also offer a memory care support group. It's the first Wednesday of the month at 1 o'clock that Megan leads. So if you have questions, if you're going, oh my goodness, my loved one is, living with Alzheimer's, I don't know what to do, I need some help. Feel free to call into the building, get into our support group. It's not just for residents, family members, it's also for the community as well.
So, and that's something that anybody throughout the community can attend?
Absolutely.
Okay. What are St. Barnabas, as we know, being that we all technically work for St. Barnabas, loves to get out in the community. What are some of the things, Jill, because every time I turn around, Jill's out and about somewhere. So what's some of the things you do to promote St. Barnabas and to teach people what a great place St. Barnabas, Beaver Meadows, and other facilities is to live?
I think it's just a matter of anywhere you can go where you can help somebody. The chamber, we're very involved with the chamber, which is good. Just senior groups, social groups, even to talk to a lawyer's office or financial office or anybody that might just need to know that if somebody's struggling, Jill at Beaver Meadows might be able to help them. And even if Beaver Meadows or St. Barnabas can't help them, which we usually can, it's just nice to know that there's no book, there's no where to turn, there's no website to say, how do I do this or how do I help? So most of the time somebody can, at our building, myself or Katie or somebody, even Megan, you don't have to wait for the support group to call Megan if you're struggling. with somebody with some memory care needs. She can talk to you on the phone because sometimes you just don't know where to turn.
We're visiting this morning with Jill Miller and Katie Schneider from St. Barnabas Beaver Meadows. We're talking about the Fall Fest and Open House that is happening on October the 29th from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Beaver Meadows facility on Tuscarawas Road in basically Brighton Township. It's a Beaver address, but Brighton Township. I do have somebody that asked a question about, is it expensive to live at Beaver Meadows, was the question that just came in.
It is not super expensive. I mean, you have to take a look at your income versus some resources. It's not like a nursing home where it's extravagantly expensive. There is no medical assistance like in nursing homes, but our rates are pretty comparable to those here in the county. But have somebody, if they have a question, please have them feel to call me, and I can certainly talk them through the process. There's also, if you're the spouse of a veteran or are a veteran, there's some really nice veteran assistance in personal care, as they call it. So I can certainly help them with that process as well.
And how can they get a hold of you?
Our number is 724-495-1600, and just ask for me. My name's Jill.
So, Jill, St. Barnabas itself, Beaver Meadows is a assisted living facility. Are there other types of care that St. Barnabas provides?
We are part of a huge health system, but all of the other care is in Gibsonia and Valencia. So we have 400 to 500 independent living apartments. We have a nursing home out there. So if you're in our facility, we can have you go to our nursing home if you need skill care and then come right back to Beaver Meadows. We also provide home care. So that's, if you need a little bit of physical or occupational therapy, speech therapy, a nurse once you leave a hospital or skilled nursing. And then we also provide hospice for end-of-life care. So we have those services right in our building in Beaver Meadows, or they can be provided in the community. So if somebody is at end of life, a lot of our residents are on our hospice program. It complements our staff to help take care of their loved one so that they can stay in our building and not have to go on to a nursing home.
One of the advantages, to me at least, of Beaver Meadows is the fact it's pretty much one-stop shop. And what I mean by that, if you live at Beaver Meadows, you've got St. Barnabas owns Tusca Shop and Save Plaza there. So you've got all kinds of places to eat. You've got a grocery store. You got a gas place. You've got Dr. Montini's office to get the dentist. You got the drugstore. So it's pretty much, if you live in Beaver Meadows, you don't have to go anywhere. You're just right there. And if you really feel like being, you can come down here and harass Eddie if you want to on top of it all. So, because we're only right around the corner as well.
Right.
So that's one of the main advantages to me at least, of Beaver Meadows. And so, Katie, let me ask you, why do you do what you do for St. Barnabas and for Beaver Meadows?
I love it. It's a calling. This line of work, working with seniors, working with, the elderly population, helping people is not something that people go into for the money. You're never going to get rich doing it. But it's rewarding in its own way. And you can tell the people that are there for the paycheck, they don't last very long. And so it really is it's a calling. Like it's just, and that's, right. Everyone would say that, like Jill, you've been doing this for a long time.
Years.
I've known Jill for a long time, actually.
30 years. Yeah. I've always worked with seniors. It's like Katie said, it's just something that you love to do.
Jill actually took care of my father-in-law as he had some health issues and lost his leg. So Jill actually helped him out.
Jill's helped a lot of people in the county. There's so many times that we get calls that they're like, oh, you worked here. Like, yes, I remember you. I know you. And then they instantly feel that connection with her and they just feel safe. Like they just realize like she's going to help me.
And you know what else is, a secret? Well, you probably know this because you know her so well, but Jill also, are you still doing volleyball?
No, I quit.
She was a volleyball referee for a long time.
Long time. 23 years I refereed.
All right. I'm going to give you I guess this would be a testimonial from none other than DJ Fry. This is exactly what he just texted me. Katie and Jill and the entire staff at Beaver Meadows have been true blessing to my family through their professional career and support with my grandmother. There's simply no better place for loved ones. And he says, thank you to Katie and Jill. So DJ's a great guy. So,
he is.
So,
thank you
yeah,
very much.
So, all right. So let's recap again. So Fall Fest Open House, when is it and what's the times and what all we doing when we're there? Because I'm coming over, so I want to know how you're going to entertain me.
It's next Tuesday, the 29th, from 3 to 6. So from 3 to 4 will be, there's lots of us available that will be able to give tours of our building. We're going to have some snacks. And then at 4 o'clock, Gene Testa will be playing in the recreation room for our residents and families and anybody that's there. He does a great job with entertainment. And then after that, if anybody else would like another tour, we'll be more than welcome to help.
Usually we're entertaining you guys. It's your turn to entertain
Our
us.
Tables have turned.
Tables have turned. So
But the Fall Fest is really a nice way if you're not sure how to get, if you're looking for a place for mom or dad, or you're not really sure and you're not, how do I get mom or dad to this place to see it? And this is just a nice, low-key, no-pressure way to just come in, see the building. You don't have to take a tour if you don't want to. If you just want to, walk in and see what it is and, what we're about, you're more than welcome to do that.
I'm going to have to kidnap my mom and bring her over because she keeps asking me because my mom's 80.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say how old she is, but she's 85. And my mom was a teacher. So you know how teachers are. They plan. So she plans her own path. Mm-hmm. We leave her alone because she plans her path. And she's been asking me about Beaver Meadows. So I'm going to have to bring her over.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
have
she
her
can
come
check it out that day. So, okay. All right. How can people get a hold of you if they need some assistance or want to talk or come in for a tour if they can't make it to Fall Fest?
Again, our number is 724-495-1600, and my name is Jill Miller, or any of us at Beaver Meadows would love to help.
Yeah, and Darlene at the front desk, if Jill's not available, she will find someone to help her. Or she'll help you. She's amazing.
Katie, where are you, Katie? We're looking for you. So, all right, ladies. Well, thank you for coming in this morning.
You.
See, it wasn't that painful. Nope. See? So Jill always just has that look on her face like, oh my, so do you want to come over here and do this job?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
I'm positive.
You can come do her job.
Well, I can talk to people as long as she taught me how to do it. I shouldn't say that because Mr. Day will have me out. All right, let's go sell. So no, I'll do whatever I got to do. So, all right, ladies, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
As always, it's been fun.
Have a good day.
Absolutely.
Brought to you live from the Fry Transportation Studios, Beaver County Radio and Fry Transportation, a winning team, 99.3 FM and WBVP, providing news, sports, and information for 76 years.
Hi, y'all. My name is Kenyon Johns, and I'm running to be your next state representative in District 14. With our representative retiring, we need strong leadership to move us forward. And with my experience as a lifelong Beaver Countyan, the current mayor of the city of Beaver Falls, with the proven track record of improving our communities and the Commonwealth as a whole, I am that candidate. As your next representative, I will fight for a more prosperous and thriving community with strong investment in education, good-paying jobs, and a better quality of life for us all. Get involved at KenyonJohns.com and vote Kenya Johns.
Paid for by people for Kenya Johns.
Hi, I'm Rob Matsey. It's been my honor to represent you in Harrisburg. Now, I know the last few years haven't been easy. Folks are working too hard for too little, and politicians just point fingers instead of solving problems. I stay focused on helping you, investing millions here to create good jobs and raise wages, leading the fight against big corporations to eliminate junk fees and fighting tax increases. And I'm looking after those who looked after us, lowering the cost of prescriptions and investigating mistreatment in nursing homes. I'm proud to be endorsed by organized labor, police and firefighters, Governor Shapiro, and folks from both parties. I've avoided the drama in Harrisburg and stayed focused on delivering for Beaver County. I'm Rob Matsey, and I'd be humbled to continue working for you.
Paid for by people from Matsey.
Here's the Beaver County forecast.
Increasing clouds today and a bit breezy with some areas seeing wind gusts over 20 miles per hour. We'll see a high near 75. Cloudy with a chance of showers tonight will drop down to a low around 43. Mostly sunny tomorrow. Look for a high near 59 and an overnight low in the mid-30s. And we'll see sunshine through a good portion of the day on Friday. There is a chance we'll see showers beginning in the afternoon through the evening. We'll reach a high near 66 and a low of 49. I'm Lisa Marie with your Beaver County weather.
They don't call her confiscation Kamala for nothing. Don't take it from us.
And I support a mandatory buyback program.
A mandatory buyback program? That means the government forcing you to turn in your firearms. To what lengths would Kamala go? Well, she doesn't even support the individual right to own a firearm.
I'm prepared to take executive action and put in place a ban on the importation of assault weapons into our country.
We get it. Sometimes it's tough to understand what she's talking about.